Hello everyone, this is Ankur Nag. I am a past life regression therapist and a mindfulness coach, and I welcome you in the second part of this series, which is related to health. And this time we are going to cover thoughts and along with that, disease. In the part one, I'm just doing the recap. We covered the vakyas, the statement, the journey, how the information flows, what is the difference between a cure and a worry, and what is the difference between a pain and a suffering. So I'm very sure that if you have listened to this presentation, part one, you would have understood how to eradicate suffering and how to convert worry into care. As a part of uh, series one, we gave some homework, and under that you have to write or identify at least 10 things that you're worried about in your life. um, Identify at least 5 situations where you are suffering. So what you do need to do, because you have written it on the piece of a paper, uh, you need to burn this paper, and when you burn this paper you will say to yourself that I release, I release, I release, because everything is energy. So your thoughts, when you write, convert or transfer into energy into the paper, and when you when you will burn it, you will give back it to the universe. The energy that you have accumulated with these negative thought and worriness, you will pass back it to the universe. So whenever you have written release, uh, when you say release, you have an intention to move one step forward in cleansing your thoughts. So please do that, and and believe that you have released all those negative situations, and you have released all those negative worries in your life. So let's go to the part two, and I suggest you again to take the notes, because if you want to retain 40% of the content that you see to or listen to the presentation or any videos, it is good if you take the notes. The retention power will increase to 40%, otherwise it will remain 4%. So let's move forward and try to understand what is disease. So if you go with the definition, you can say that there is any medical condition that associated with a specific symptom and sign is known as disease. It is as per the wiki uh, definition. So if you understand any medical condition, for example, if there is any infection in any part of the body and you don't know there is an infection in the body is going to tell you through a fever. So the medical condition is the infection, but the symptom is is a fever. So in terms of medical condition, you will say the disease is just a medical condition which is associated with the specific symptom and the sign. But there is another way or another aspect to understand uh, the meaning of disease. Another aspect of understanding is that body need to function with perfection, which means all organs, tissues, nerves, gland should work in harmony and the cooperation. When something extraordinary or strange to the system is introduced upon the energetic layers of the body, in way or another, it will alter the balance of the it will alter the balance and the function of the body. And we can say that body can be thrown into a state of dis-ease. So if the word disease, if you divide this word, you will find it means dis-ease. So anything that is considered as imbalance, or you can say something is not working in harmony and cooperation with different part of the body, there is some dis-ease that is happening within the body. So that is the origin of the word disease, because something is not at ease. Many disease or the blockage that appear more subtle level of the body much earlier than it can solidify and manifest in the lower level of the body and at the physical plane. I will cover this in detail when we go to the subsequent parts. Now the question is that What is the reason for disease? Why the disease appear in our body? There are many different explanation of the reason of the disease, but I'm going to explain in a very simple term and very categorically so that you can understand what is the uh, difference or reason of a illness or a disease. So it can be divided into three parts. So one is the cause and effect. Let's take an example. If your lifestyle is not good, so for example you're not doing exercise, you are working in an odd shift, or you're eating a junk food, and because you are all or your lifestyle is not good, because of your lifestyle there is a disease, for example diabetics, that happen in your body. So the cause is your lifestyle, because it is not good, you're not exercising, you are not doing yoga, you're not doing, or you're not taking care of your body. So this is the cause. And the effect is certain medical condition, for example, diabetic. So if you correct the cause, it is very much possible that you will eradicate the effect, or you can lessen the effect of the disease which is happening in your body. So if you exercise regularly, if you walk, it might be a possibility that your sugar level will decrease drastically. So the other second form is the traumatic experiences. I'm using the word traumatic here, but you can also say that just uh, just an experience or a bad experience that happened with someone can also turn into a disease. For example, let's take an example where a girl is having an alcoholic father, and due to which she is deprived from fatherly love and time. Later, when she grown up, because of her bad experience, she suffered from depression. So such experiences leave some impression on the subconscious mind, and later it become into an illness. So there are many experiences. It is not at the childhood, but it can happen at any stage of the life. When you are growing up or you're already grown up, there are certain experiences that are happening with you which leaves some impression on your mind, and because of that it convert into a illness. Now the third is the karmic. If you don't find any reason for unidentified pain, you have gone to the doctors, you have gone to many other stream of medical, but you could not find the reason for the pain that is happening in your body. It might be because of some karmic burden that you are carrying from the past life. So if such condition exists, then it may be related to past life. So if we understand the right cause or right reason for the illness, it is very easy to to get in peace with it. So if it is because of certain cause that you are doing, you will just eradicate the cause, and you will see the effect in the medical condition. If you have a traumatic experiences, you will release the traumatic experiences, you will see the effect of that will happen in the medical condition again. If you see any karmic things which need to identify through a pattern, through certain other conditions, then you will find that there are certain karmic burden that can be removed. But yes, it is always important to get a medical consultation before uh, before you go for any alternate healing, so that you understand that medically everything you have done for yourself. But even if you have taken the medical treatment, you if you want to eradicate the cause of any illness completely from your body, you need to heal it, and you need to heal it through certain mechanism. So let's see one of them mechanism is what. In order to understand that, we need to understand how thoughts and body are related. So so if you understand between the relationship between your thoughts and your body, uh, at metaphysical level, it is very easy to uh, to remove the effect of any cause to certain extent. So let's see how it works. So there are 30 trillion cells in your body, and every cell carry a memory. So these 30 trillion cells uh, have you can say that it is your army of soldiers, where you give any command to this army, they will obey you. So let's suppose if you have a thought or you're thinking something, that thing is converted into a certain wave or vibration of thought, and these thoughts will have certain vibration, which this vibration will reach to the cell of the body, and every cell is carrying a memory. So whatever you are thinking, that that cell of your body is vibrating with that frequency. And amazingly, what happens is all the 30 trillion cells will vibrate with the same frequency. So you just imagine a situation, you are saying one sentence and all the 30 trillion cells are vibrating with the same frequency. So let's suppose if you're saying I am angry. So the moment you have this thought or you're repeating this thought into your mind, what will happen, that all the 30 trillion cell will start vibrating with the same frequency, which will say, I'm angry, I'm angry, I'm angry, I'm angry. So what will happen, your whole body will start vibrating into that vibration. So if you convert the thought, let's suppose the counter thought of angry is I'm happy, let's suppose. So then all the 30 trillion cells will start saying to, or they all the sources of your body will start repeating with you that I'm happy, I'm happy, and I'm happy. And your body will start vibrating with the same frequency. But of course, there are 2-3 things that uh, need to be understand with that, because the feeling, thoughts, and actions, all the 3 things matter. But I'm just covering one thing, that is thought and the vibration as of now. So it is a universal law that any disease manifests on an energetic or emotional level first, and then on a physical level. It is an energetic universe. This theory holds true for the creation of everything and everyone, which means that anything that appear at the physical level, it already somewhere have started at the emotional or energetic level. So if you have certain thoughts, that that thoughts which is not a positive or a positive thought, and it is a negative thought, uh, it will take some time to appear at the physical level, and the time duration is not known, but it depends upon the intensity of the thought that you are vibrating with. So if it will first appear at emotional level, and then it slowly will come at a physical level. So if you understand this, then you need to do, what you need to do is you need to work on the thought process first, so that you can start vibrating with the right frequency with the positive thought. So as a homework for this presentation, please identify 10 to negative statement which you repeat most of the time to yourself and to the other. As an example, if you say, I always have a struggle for a job. And most of the time when you don't get the promotion, you always say that you always need to struggle. I always need to struggle for a job. I always need to struggle for a job. And go back to the presentation slide where every cell of your body is vibrating with the same frequency. Some people say that people always betray me, my boss never appreciate me. Certain kind of these statement, if you sometime knowingly and sometime unknowingly, you are vibrating with those kind of negative frequencies. So I want you to identify, you have 1 week to identify those statements. And again, uh, you need to write it down, and this time you will write it in a journal or in a diary. And next time when we have the presentation next week, we are going to we are going to tell you that what you need to do with those negative statements which you have written. So thank you so much, and keep angelizing yourself. Thank you.